It's Friday, October 23rd, 2015, and that means you made it to the end of the week. And this is What Did I Miss? The show that finds you everything that was interesting on the internet today so that you don't have to. If you like what I do here and want to show your support, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure that you please share the video with all of your friends. Without further ado, let's do this. Finally, someone is giving a metaphorical punch to the dick of that rat-faced bastard Martin Shkreli. You might remember him as the guy who purchased the patent on the drug Daraprim and then boosted the price of it 5,000% overnight. He was also blocking samples of the drug from getting to other drug companies that could potentially create a cheaper, generic alternative. Well, Imprimis Pharmaceuticals has a compound that can replace Daraprim, and the cost of the pill will be a mere $1 per. The new pill is combined with a folic acid that will help cancer patients deal with chemotherapy, making it a more effective and diverse drug than Daraprim. The decision to produce this specific drug is in direct response to Martin Shkreli purchasing Daraprim and the subsequent price gouge. The company also stated it plans to produce even more cheap alternative drugs. They announced the start of a new program called Imprimis Cares, which will ensure 7,800 generic versions of FDA-approved drugs. So everything that Martin Shkreli has done up to this point is for nothing, and he looks like a complete idiot. Thank you, Imprimis Pharmaceuticals. In surprising data collected by the FBI and CDC, despite the constant news coverage on mass shootings in the United States, gun homicide is on the decline. In 1993, the gun homicide rate was about 7 per 100,000 people. Since then, it has dropped to about 3.6, and is continuing to trend toward a decline. The research did point out that while homicides are on the decline, gun suicide has increased since the mid-2000s. When Americans were asked what they believed the homicide rate to be, they estimated a low number, around 5,000 per year. They also predicted that it was increasing, where the number is actually closer to 30,000 and declining. In short, most people underestimate the total number and believe it's on the incline, when in reality, the complete opposite is true. Bad news for people looking forward to having sex with robots. I have no idea what that demographic looks like, but the annual Love and Sex with Robots conference has been canceled. Darn. David Levy, who specializes in robot software, and Professor Adrian David Schock, who designs hardware, giggity, for future sex robots, are the founders of the conference, which was set to be held in Malaysia this year. Their belief is that sex with robots will be normalized by 2050, and as such, discussions on ethics and usage need to be held now. The conference, which is meant to be purely academic in nature, was previously held in Portugal. 40 participants presented papers discussing robot and human relationships, but Malaysian authorities misinterpreted the conference and believed it was just a place for people to meet and then have sex with robots, which I don't know why they would be confused. Malaysia is an extremely religious country and condemns such actions, immediately calling them unnatural. This proves the point made by the creators of the conference, that if robots are going to become a more prominent and accepted part of our culture, then it's important to discuss misunderstandings like this one while we have the opportunity. If you had any question as to whether or not it was legal to film officers in a public setting, a precedent has been set on the matter in a court case in California. In April of 2014, George Barrich filmed Police Chief Parrish outside of a Cotati City Council meeting. Chief Parrish then threatened George with an arrest if he continued to film. George argued that his First Amendment right had been infringed upon, or at least threatened by the officer's comment. It was found that threatening an arrest would chill a person of ordinary firmness from participating in future First Amendment activities, and that threatening someone is enough to chill someone's First Amendment rights. So not only is it now clear that filming a police officer in public is perfectly legal, but an officer threatening to arrest you to get you to stop is now illegal. Boom. Suck on that. Knowledge bomb. Know your rights, sucker. In the internet is awesome news. There is a website writing a song note by tallying votes from people who visit the site. Crowdsound.net is conducting an experiment in social collaborative and creative efforts. So far, over 40,000 people from 144 different countries have decided note by note the song up to the point it is now. You can go to the page, cast your vote, and even listen to what they have so far. The conclusion of the melody is being completed right now, but the lyrics will be decided the same way. Popular popular vote word by word. So if you want to be part of something that's pretty cool, head on over and cast your vote. Eventually, artists will take the skeleton form of the song and make their own version, including drums and bass lines and whatever else they decide to add. And you'll be able to listen to those versions on the site as well. So if you've always wanted to write a song but didn't know how, this is a perfect opportunity for you. The internet is awesome, guys. And that's all I have for today. If you want to learn more about anything I talked about today, links are always in the description below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And please, please, please share the video with everyone you know. This show is brought to you, for you, by you. Have a great weekend, and as always, I'll see you on Monday when you ask yourself, what did I miss?